such a historic week with the U.S. Embassy poised to open in Jerusalem and President Trump confirming his summit with North Korea's Kim Jong-un for June 12 in Singapore. Here with reaction to the summit and the U.S. Embassy set to open here in Jerusalem is Senator Lindsey Graham, who is leading the congressional delegation. Senator, thanks for being here. I'm not going to ask you what a great thing this is, because I know that you are a big supporter of the creation of the embassy in Jerusalem. My question to you is, what signal does this send to Iran? And after that, Russia, after that, North Korea?
When it comes to the United States, Israel, we're off the fence. We're rejecting the Obama model of tepid support. This means you got Israel's back. If you got a problem with Jerusalem being the capital of Israel, take it up with God. He did this. So what President Trump did by saying Jerusalem is the capital, the one and only Jewish state, he's telling Iran we have Israel's back. He's telling North Korea that I'm going to be different than every other president before me. When I say I'm going to do something, I mean it. I said I was going to move the capital to the embassy to Jerusalem. I'm going to do it. I said I was going to withdraw from the Iranian deal because it sucks, and he did. And Rocket Man, I want you to be successful, but if we don't have an agreement, you keep threatening our country, then you're going to be next.
Well, that pretty much sums it up. Well, but let me ask you this. You know, I was saying that Obama created the vacuum. Yes. When he just literally withdrew from the Middle East, and you know,
he picked sides. He picked Iran's side.
He picked Iran's side.
He didn't withdraw.
He did the Iran deal, the whole thing. Awful. He allowed Russia to become a regional player.
Yes.
And Russia right now is being confronted with the United States, reestablishing itself as
it's all regional. About Syria. So Obama had a side on the ropes and let him go, had Iraq in a good place, withdrew all of our troops. ISIS emerged. Hezbollah and Iran came to help Assad, and Russia came in to help Assad in Syria. Now Israel is getting threats from Syria because Iran is all over Syria, but the big threat is in Lebanon. There's 160,000 rockets in the hands of Hezbollah, a proxy of Iran in South Lebanon.
160,000?
And they're becoming precision
Where
guided.
did they get them from?
They got them from Iran. So if you
Where did Iran get them from?
They're making them. They took the $150 billion we gave them in sanctions relief.
They didn't give it to young Iranians to get jobs. They didn't
no roads,
the streets.
No bridges. Here's a general rule in life. If a guy is threatening to cut your throat, don't buy him a knife. Obama bought the Ayatollah knife for everybody in this region.
Why?
Well, because he believed that if you just treat them nice, they'll be nice. And Donald Trump sees the evil that exists in Iran. If they'll shoot their kids down, what do you think they'll do to ours? They write death to Israel on the side of their rockets. They took the money, rebuilt their military. They humiliated our soldiers, sailors, captured on the high seas. Everything Obama thought about Iran has been wrong. It is crazy to stay in this deal. 15 years from now, they can enrich and reprocess without limitation. Every Arab in this region is going to assume Iran's going to get a nuclear weapon, so they're going to get one to match Iran unless somebody does something, and that's called Donald Trump.
Okay. Let me ask you something. Last night, I was at a dinner, and there was a leader, a big Christian leader, who I think donated to the Christian embassy in Israel. And he talked about the fact that, you know, the United States is definitely, you know, behind, says what it means what it says. But what's wrong with the United States that all these people are violating the laws in the United States and nobody's being prosecuted? Basically saying the Democrats are doing whatever they want. You Americans, what's wrong with you Republicans?
All I can say is if the shoe were on the other foot, that if they were investigating Trump and the FBI agent in charge liked Trump and hated Clinton, it'd be on the front page of every newspaper in the country. If they got a dossier on Clinton, using a foreign agent that was unverified to get a warrant against an American citizen to favor Trump, it'd be front page news. What DOJ did is corrupt.
So what are we going to do?
Well, we're going to have hearings and eventually go after them.
But you can't indict.
You need a special prosecutor, and Jeff Sessions should appoint one. The guy from Utah is looking at it, but if there was ever a case where the Department of Justice should not investigate itself, it's here. We need a special prosecutor to look at DOJ
Would
corruption.
you consider impeaching Rosenstein?
No, I'm not going to impeach him. I'm just going to urge him to go ahead and do what the law requires.
And if he just waits it out, what do we do then?
Well, you got a guy from Utah who's a U.S. attorney who's looking at the Clinton email investigation, which was a joke,
Right.
looking how the dossier was misused in the FISA court. So
Right.
he's a good guy.
All right. Senator Lindsey Graham, thanks
God
so much
bless
for being with
Israel.
us. Yeah, and we'll see you Monday at
I'll
the
be
opening
here.
of the
We'll short
embassy.
guy.